Namaste, great morning. Hello, everyone. I wanted to speak this morning and dispel these notions of confusion that's being put out by Nityananda. Okay, so what I'm going to speak on this morning has to do with Siddhi powers and what he calls Shaktis. Okay, Shakti is the energy, okay? The energy that infuses all of the planetary happenings. Okay, Shakti is energy. Siddhis are the powers that come when these energies have awakened different areas of consciousness. Okay, if you look in any of the writings, you will not see anything talked about as Shaktis. It's either Shakti, speaking of the energy, or Siddhis, the powers that come as one awakens and continues through their journey. And again, these powers arise spontaneously. It's not something one is trying to develop. Okay? If you're trying to develop it, and what you're trying to do is enter sometimes psychic skills, etc., opening up to lower energies, lower powers, okay? But those are not genuine siddhis. Now, again, another confusion that he wants to put out there is that, well, it comes from a totally different space, okay? It comes from the space of Advaita, being an Advaita mind. Well, again, let me clear Nityananda's confusion. Okay, Nityananda, let me tell you this directly, okay? As I've come to you before and tried to explain, some of the things that you were doing were very errant, okay? And they could have caused absolute problems with your disciples. Remember that talk when I came to you face to face to explain what you were giving was dangerous? Okay, so let me again come here to clear your confusion. Okay, Advaita is when the mind is still. There are no thoughts. Okay, in order to have powers, Shaktis, what you want to call them, it takes a thought. It takes a thought that is expressed into a power. In Advaita mind, the mind is still. There are no thoughts. Okay? One is not expressing a direction to Shakti, which is the energy. Okay? The mind is still. Advaita mind is a misnomer because it has become still, entering 0 point balance. Okay? And this is why the writing I've done, why the stillness, why not mind in enlightenment. Okay? And you keep telling these people they are in Advaita mind, they're in enlightened mind. Okay? You are lying to these people. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit causing confusion. Quit saying that you are teaching Hinduism. No, you're teaching Nityanandaism. Okay? The misnomers, mistaken notions of Nityananda and his aggrandizements as an avatar. Okay? Let's be clear. Okay? Let's be clear. Advaita is when the mind, one has entered enlightenment. They are in a state of Turiyatita, which is no more thoughts. Stillness, that ever still presence. Okay? That ever still presence. When one is in mind spin, then they are in Shakti mind. Okay? The mind of divisionary experience. Okay? So to say that you are in Advaita Mind and you are having the Shakti experiences makes absolutely no sense. Okay, it just doesn't. With anyone that's actually knows scripture, actually understands what's in the agamas, what is Tantra, has actually walked the Tantra path, that's actually awakened Kundalini and has gone through the whole of the Kundalini experience and rests in realization, has actually experienced all the powers that come, the Siddhis, the powers that come through the awakening of Shakti. It goes through the consciousness and the levels and layers along the way. What you say makes sense only to those that have no discrimination, no actual knowledge, no actual experience. And you are sitting there equating lower powers and calling it as something grandiose that you are giving these people. Okay? And that's absolutely horrendous that you are using and abusing these people, misquoting scripture, taking things out of context, and spinning them in a direction that they make absolutely no sense. Okay. So again, let's be clear. Let's go through the steps yet again, and this is also for my students. Shakti. Shakti is the energy, the subdivisionary realm of energy is Shakti. Contains all the elements of Shakti. Okay? Just like when you have the yantra and you look at the way all the elements of Shakti are intersected along the way, the triangles are all intersected, all these energies intersect until they get to where? The center. And what is in the center? The bindu, that single point. And when one enters into that single point, the Shakti is spinning around it. It's no longer engaging it though. Okay? And that's Turiyatita. The bindu is like Turiyatita. Still mind. Still mind. Okay? That unchanging is. That sits from a place of stillness, like the center of a wheel, and watches the Shakti play around it. Okay. But it's not from stillness, from Advaita, that the play takes place. It allows the play to take place once that energy has come to a point of the first expression of I am. Ego, persona, okay? Beyond ego persona is enlightenment. The first expression of ego persona, Shakti. The visionary realms, lands, experiences, Shakti. Okay. So please, please, please stop telling people that you're having it from Advaita Mind. Please stop trying to confuse these people. Okay? And try to make it seem like, oh, well, Shaktis are different. It's because I'm so high and so far above, I have something new on the planet. No, you're connecting with lower spirits in astral realms. Lower spirits in astral realms. Okay? And passing it off as some different type of powers. Oh, it's a different type of power, all right. Like a succubus. Okay? What you are giving is dangerous. Okay? He's not speaking from an enlightened mind. He is speaking from ego aggrandizement that sets itself up as avatar. And it's all coming from his illusion and his delusion and his drama. And he is making a mockery of Hinduism and genuine teachings and genuine knowledge. Okay? So it's been a while, bit of time since I put out a video, but I thought this is one that needs to be cleared up. In case any are in confusions of the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis, Siddhis are genuine powers that come from Kundalini awakenings, genuine Kundalini awakenings and a spiritual path. Shaktis are lower level entity powers from astral realms and projections. Okay? Come from purely ego-based drama, posing as something other than it is. Okay? So please, please, please don't be confused by the two. Shakti is the energy, okay, in the subdivisionary realm. Okay? Shakti. Siddhis are powers that come when that energy has pierced and broken through different levels, layers of consciousness to show you what you are not, to show you the world is expressed larger than what you thought. Anima. All these things where you feel taller, you feel shorter, you're in the body, you're out of the body, your consciousness is over the trees, all of these things take place. Lucid dreams, all of these things come up to show you you are not this body. You are something other than that. You are that energy power which animates the form. The form is like a kind of a computer, that's interacting in the world. Okay? Mind programs the computer of the brain. Okay? Consciousness programs the brain. The brain programs the form. It is the level of experience, the mode of experience in this realm. Okay? And in the center of consciousness is that absolute pristine is. Okay? Before it's projected to I am. Okay? I am is not Advaita. I am is still Shakti. Okay? There is something beyond that. Parabrahman is beyond Shakti. Okay? Parabrahman, the linga, that 0-point balance, the linga looks like big 0-point balance, that unmanifest. Okay? Pregnant void has within it everything that will ever come into existence. Okay? And when it comes down to the point of I am, then it projects out as Shakti. Then it becomes the yoni. Then it gives life. Okay? Projects out to life, experience, division. And that Shakti, when it becomes actual, genuine powers, is called Siddhis. Okay? Otherwise, anything one is doing can be called a Shakti. Okay? Any motion can be called Shakti. Whatever you're engaging, if you are moving, you are in Shakti. General motion of the universe can be called Shakti. Anything that's movement is Shakti. Okay? Anything that's seen within this divisionary realm is Shakti, comprised of Shakti. comprised of all the energy, the vibration. And depending on the vibration, how fast, how slow, it makes the different colors. It makes how solid it is. Okay? So let's please come out of confusion and understand that Advaita, the mind of Advaita, only exists when one is in the state of Turiyatita, where there are no thought, when one is in that ever-present stillness. If you have a thought arising, you are not in Advaita mind. That's simple. When your mind is cranking on all of these dramas and trying to remember, for the Nityananda people, trying to remember your Nityananda speak, that you're being indoctrinated to daily, daily, daily. Okay? Because nothing can be outside of Nityananda. Everything happens by Nityananda. Anything beneficial is by Nityananda, and whatever is failing is your fault, because you have an incompletion. Okay? And again, this idea of incompletions and nonsense, he has taken and spun some valid things and spun them to where they are no longer valid. Okay? Just as I teach my students, when something arises, you sit in the stillness, you watch it, you see what comes, you see what goes, you see how it interacts. And it cuts through these traumas, these dramas. It takes one to still mind eventually. But it's an ongoing practice, a living practice that one does. It's not that, oh, I've got an incompletion because I don't like the way something is happening. Oh, so let me go back in my mind. Let me sit there. I'm going to relive it. Okay, now it's done. Now I've gotten some kind of I've created another drama. Okay, I think I've unwound that drama and I've created a different story. So now that's going to make it all better. It's not. It's going to come back. Okay. Incompletions. Yeah. The only one gets beyond incompletion is actually gets to enlightenment. And that's not going to happen within a few weeks, within a year. Like I tell my students to come, it can take lifetimes of dedicated practice, awareness. Okay. Yes, one can have a connection with their guru, and if your guru is actually within still mind, when you come into their presence, it will aid to still you, just as my students can tell you takes place. When there is a connection, there is an energy transference which happens. Okay, when you have a guru that's actually enlightened and actually allows Kundalini to awaken within you, then eventually you will start developing Siddhi powers. But it's never about powers. If you gravitate to powers, then your ego will fall. Okay? You will be drug out. Like Kali says, she can bring enlightenment or she can bring more delusion. And when you're in the illusion of ego, in the Maya realm of ego, and that's what you want to chase, I'm going to become enlightened. Okay? I am a co-creator. Guess what you're going to get? Delusion. Okay? Maybe you start doing third eye meditations. You're in all these lands, meeting these gods, meeting these things, but you're in Maya. You will stay in Maya. You will continue in Maya until you finally find out that Maya is illusion. Okay? And then one gets serious about the path and they're done with illusion. And their focus is straight to realization. And they humble themselves. Not my will, but thine be done, O God. Okay. I want out of Maya. I want nothing to do with Maya. And one does that at that point, the tapas. Okay. Not this play, thinking you're in the play of God. First, you have to go through the tapas, tapasya, the burning, okay, the refining process. And after all of that, and when after one has broken through the ego spin and saw the illusion, the delusion of it, and actually dies the death before death, and comes back into form and awareness, then it becomes the play of God. Then it becomes the play of God, not before. If you're being told it's a play of God now, you're being sold a bill of goods. Okay? You're being sold a path to lower entity forces, illusion, delusion, Maya, a bigger Maya spin of fantasy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I hope that people have gained something from this. And again, just please, please, please continue your paths forward. Okay? Never give up. Don't turn back. It's not always easy, you know, but step by step by step by step, you can go forward to realization. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone.